Dear students, welcome once again to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before we start our today's subject, Maths, please subscribe this page and click on bell icon to get the notifications of our channel. A famous philosopher once said, "Wherever there are numbers, there is beauty." One of the first things we learn as children is how to count. As time passes, we move on to advanced math topics. So at any point, you could be learning geometry, or trigonometry, or calculus, or algebra, or even a combination of these topics. In this video, I will talk about algebra, a key mathematical topic. First, let us focus on the word algebra. What does it mean? Where does it come from? The word algebra has its origins in Baghdad, and this is about many years ago. The word algebra comes from an Arabic book whose title is Al-Kitab Al-Mukhtasar Fi Hisab Al-Jabr wa Al-Muqabala. This title is the source of word algebra. So what does this title mean? The English translation of title is The Book on Calculation by Completion and Balancing. Now, let us look at a few more definitions. Algebra is a branch of mathematics dealing with symbols and the rules for manipulating those symbols. Or we can say that algebra is putting real-life problems into equations and then solving them. That doesn't seem much, does it? So let us take a simple real-world example. A clown was invited to perform at a birthday party. The clown arrived in the party with 18 balloons. On the way to the birthday party, 7 balloons were blown away. So, how many balloons did the clown have in the beginning? Algebra helps us arrive at an answer. Let us see how. Let us denote this unknown number with an alphabet. You can use any alphabet, but a common one is the alphabet X. Now X can reduce by 7 since 7 balloons were blown away. Let us write this down. After this happened, the clown was left with 18 balloons. So, X minus 7 is equal to 18. What we have here? It is an equation with an unknown number. Using a bit mathematical magic, we can say X is equal to 18 plus 7, or X is equal to 25. 25 is the number of balloons the clown had in the beginning. Since this example is fresh in our minds, so let us look at another definition of algebra. Algebra is about finding the unknowns. It is the branch of mathematics where we substitute letters for numbers. Finally, algebra is the beginning of journey that gives you the skills to solve more complex problems. So live with algebra and you will surely be rewarded. Now let me help you to learn some basics of algebra. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to use letters to represent numbers, express basic arithmetical process algebraically, and to evaluate and simplify algebraic expressions. Let us first learn the algebraic notations. When we work with algebra, we have certain ways of writing things and everybody writes these things in same way so that all can understand exactly what we mean. In algebra, we use particular notations for different calculations. So, the first thing we do is we group letters together. In algebra, we commonly use letters to represent numbers. So, if I had something like a plus a plus a, this means I have three a's altogether. I can also write it as 3 times a. So, a plus a plus a is the same as 3 times a. Similarly, if I had b plus b, this means I have two lots of b, which can also be written as 2 times b. Next, we use indices or powers. So if I have a calculation like a times a, well, when we multiply two same numbers together, this means we are taking square of that number. So a times a, I would write it as a having power 2 and read it as a squared. So when we have b times b times b, you can see here we have got 1, 2 and 3 b's and they are all multiplied together. So I would write that as b cubed. Next, another thing that we tend to do in algebra is to remove multiplication sign. And the only reason we do that is because an alphabet X gets used quite a lot in algebra. And we don't want to get our X confused with multiplication sign. So, here, what I have written 3 times A. I will write it as 3A. You can see that multiplication symbol here has just disappeared. So, here we should understand whenever we see 3A, that actually means 3 times A. And similarly, 5 times B should be written as 5B without a multiplication sign. And that is exactly the same when I have got letters A and B multiplied together. We write it as AB. And A multiplied by B multiplied by C can be written as ABC. And the final thing we tend to do in algebra is to write division using fraction notation. Here we have calculation a divided by 2. We would write it as a over 2, which actually means we have half a. So, in the same sort of idea, b divided by 3 would be written as b over 3 in the fraction notation, or 1 by 3 of b. I hope you found this helpful. Now, let us see what are the algebraic expressions. In arithmetic, we can form expressions using these numbers and the four operations. For example, 9 plus 8 minus 7 is an expression. 2 into 7 is another expression. And in algebra, we can form expressions using these numbers, alphabets, and operations. For example, 8 minus p, this is an expression. 6 into j, this is another expression. Y divided by 2, this is another algebraic expression. Let us look at another example of algebraic expression. 50 plus r. Wait a minute. How can I add an alphabet to a number? Well, over here, r is not an alphabet. R is a symbol which represents a number. So, we are adding 50 to an unknown number, which is represented by the symbol R. Once we get to know the value of R, say we come to know that the value of R is 30. Then we can write it as 50 plus 30. Actually, we are adding two numbers. So, this is 80. Let us see some more algebraic expressions here. All these expressions contain a single operation. This is 7 plus m. It contains the addition operation. 3 multiplied by m. It has the multiplication operation. X minus 9, subtraction. Y divided by 10. It is the division operation. Now the expressions listed over here, they contain more than one operation: addition and subtraction, multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division. Now there is another way to look at an algebraic expression. As we see that an algebraic expression is different than numerical expression because it includes alphabets. Let's take a mathematical expression: 2x plus 4y plus 9. Here we have operations, addition and multiplication. Also we have numbers and alphabets. So this is known as algebraic expression. Now let's talk about the different parts of this algebraic expression. First are the terms. Terms are just the parts of expression. So in this case, we have three terms: 2x, 4y, and 9. Next, the coefficients. Coefficient is the numerical factor of a term that contains an alphabet. In this expression, two terms contain alphabet, and those terms are 2x and 4y. Here, 2 is the coefficient of x and 4 is the coefficient of y. Next, what is a variable? Variable is just a symbol. Usually we write as a letter or alphabet. Here in this expression, x and y are variables. And last is the constant. Constants are things that don't change. Or we can say constant is a term with no variable. So here our only term with no variable is 9. So 9 is known as constant. Now we can say an algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase which combines constants and variables along with operation symbols. And note that an algebraic expression has no equal sign. So these are different things you should know about an algebraic expression. Now let us see what are the different types of algebraic expression. An expression in which the index of each of the variables is 1 and no variable is multiplied or divided by another variable is known as linear algebraic expression. For example, 2x plus 3 and y minus 3x plus 7. These are known as algebraic expression. And an expression in which the index of any one of variables involved is greater than 1 and if any variable is multiplied or divided by another variable is known as nonlinear expressions. For example, x square minus 3 is a nonlinear expression and xy minus 4 is also a nonlinear expression. Now let us talk about the evaluation of algebraic expressions. Evaluating an algebraic expression means finding the value of expression when the variables take on certain values. Let us see an example. Given that x is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to 4, evaluate the expression 5y minus 4x. So here we have been given an expression 5y minus 4x and we have to evaluate it. Evaluate means to find the value. We have to find the value of expression, whereas the values of variables are given. X is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to 4. So this is the linear expression. To evaluate this expression, we replace the alphabets by their values and those values are written within the brackets. So in next step, instead of y we will write 4 and instead of x we have written negative 2. As we replaced alphabets by their values, so here algebra becomes arithmetic. Now we use the rules of arithmetic studied so far to solve this expression. Here 5 into 4 is 20 and negative 4 multiplied with negative 2 is positive 8. Now 20 plus 8 is 28. So we have evaluated the given algebraic expression. To evaluate the algebraic expression or to find the value of algebraic expression, we replace alphabets by their values which are given in the question. This process by replacing alphabets by their values is known as substitution. Let us look at another example. Find the value of p squared plus 3q squared when p is equal to negative 1 by 2 and q is equal to -2. We have written the algebraic expression p squared plus 3q squared. Now we have replaced the variables by their values which are given in question. P has been replaced by -1/2 and Q has been replaced by -2. Now look at the term -1/2 whole square. It means that -1/2 is to be multiplied by itself. So it is equal to -1/2 multiplied with -1/2, and it will gives us +1/4, and -2 whole square is equal to +4. So the expression is to be evaluated as 1/4 plus 3 into 4. Now this simplifies to 1/4 plus 12. We are familiar with the rules of fraction. 12 can be written as 12/1. And we know that when two fractions are being added, their denominators must be same. Since the denominators here are not same, so we use LCM to make the denominators same. Now since LCM of 4 and 1 is 4, so we have to make 4 in denominators. After this, we get 1/4 plus 48/4, which can be simplified as 1 plus 48/4. And after addition, we are left with an improper fraction, and we have to convert it into a mixed number. So here we got an answer 12 whole 1/4. Now let us see how we can simplify a linear algebraic expression through addition and subtraction. Let us see an example in which we are going to simplify expressions having like terms. Before getting into discussion, let us see what are the like terms. The terms having same variables with same exponents are called like terms. Here we are given an expression 3x plus 4x, and we have to simplify it. So let's start. Look at the expression 3x plus 4x. Here we have like terms. So for adding these two terms, we just have to add the coefficient of variables, which are 3 and 4. Hence, after addition, we are left with an simplified answer, which is 7x. Let us see another example in which we have to simplify 4x minus 3x. So look at the expression. Here we have like terms. So we can perform subtraction. For subtracting these two terms, we have to just subtract the coefficients of variables, which are 4 and 3. After subtraction, we get an answer 1x, which can also be written as x. Let us discuss one more example. Here we have an expression minus 3x plus into minus 4x. For simplifying this, we have to merge the signs which are appearing together by using the rule plus into minus is equal to minus. Now we have to add these two terms because both these terms have same sign, and for adding these two terms we will add the coefficients of variables which are minus 3 and minus 4. So after addition we will get an answer minus 7x. Now let us see an example involving simplification of expressions having like and unlike terms. First of all, let us see what are the unlike terms. Terms having the same variables with different exponents, or terms having the different variables with any exponent are known as unlike terms. Here we are given an expression 2x minus 5y plus 4y plus 8x. For simplifying this expression, first we have to combine like terms together. After combining like terms, we have 2x plus 8x minus 5y plus 4y. So, in the next step, we will add or subtract their coefficients. After this, we will get 10x minus 1y. Now, this is simplified form of given expression. Note that while moving any term from one place to another, it will move along with its positive or negative sign. Let us see one more example. Here we have to simplify 11x minus into minus y minus 14x minus 2y. In first step, we will merge these two signs by using the rule minus into minus is equal to plus. After doing this, we will combine like terms together. After combining like terms, now we will add or subtract their coefficients. After doing this, we are left with an answer minus 3x plus 3y, which is the simplified form of given expression. These are the few points which I would like you to remember before doing your assignment. Recognize variables, coefficients, and constant terms. While evaluating an expression, substitute values for variables. And for simplifying algebraic expressions, add or subtract like terms together. This is your assignment, including practice nows from page 64 to 69 and the selective parts of questions of exercise 3A from page 69 to 70. Thank you for watching this video.